Hey girls, so glad you're back for another video. If you feel connected to me or my story or what I have to share with you, please like and subscribe below so that I can get that feedback. If you really feel connected, please fill out the application below so that you and I can have a one-on-one phone call just to get to know each other, maybe to set a plan for your life, a roadmap to your success, to help you overcome your own stress and anxieties, implement strategies in your daily life, recommend products that really worked for me and I'm sure could work for you, as well as if you're really ready to take a leap, change your lifestyle as I did, get out of that 9 to 5, create a life where you can have a residual income and you can be anywhere you want to be whenever you want to be there and spend more time with family. Please then fill out the application so that I can get you started and figure out what we can do to get you on the entrepreneur route and become a network marketer in my business. It would be amazing to work with you. So reach out, fill out the application. Today we are on strategy number 5 of my 10 strategies to manage your mental health. You can also access the full blog below if you want to look ahead to the other strategies or look back. Today is number 5, and number 5 is so important. It's make a morning, daily, or evening routine that works for you. I used to always say I'm a person who hates routine. And what I really meant is I'm a person who hates a 9 to 5 job that I have to go to every day. And when I lay down at night, I did nothing for myself but work and work out and eat. So no, most people are routine people as long as you're happy in the routine you're in. So for me, my routine are things that I could do anywhere in the world. I don't mean you need to have a routine every day where you do the exact same thing and you go to the exact same places. Absolutely not. That is a misconception. I mean, have a routine for your mindset to be successful and dominate your anxieties from the moment you wake up. When I started creating a routine, I decided every morning I was going to have 30 minutes just for me. And they were going to be the best 30 minutes of my day. Because if you wake up and do something you love, then you're excited to get out of bed. If you wake up and immediately go to work, you're like, oh, where's the coffee? Why do I have to go, right? So wake up for you. So I actually started waking up 30 minutes earlier than normal just so I could have me time. It started out where I was really into a TV show. So I woke up every day and I was only allowed to watch one episode right when I woke up. I didn't turn the TV on at night because that got me out of bed in the morning. And then I'd snuggle up on the couch with a blanket and my twinkle lights and my favorite TV show, watch one episode while I drank my cup of coffee. Tell me that's not perfect. As I got used to waking up at that time and I had more energy, it transitioned. I went from watching a TV show to doing something that I thought was more mindful. So I found some yoga videos online and I started doing 30 minutes of morning yoga. So I'd wake up, make my coffee, and stretch out and do stretching and do yoga, drink my coffee, wake my body up so that my mind was prepared for the day, kind of get centered in the realm of my mind and my body are connected, and I've had my coffee. From there, I transitioned even further. I was like, okay, now I want to do something that is turning my mind on in the morning. So I combined that yoga with a book. And so instead of just reading, as some of you may know, I like audiobooks. And so listening to something that's going to challenge you and wake you up and make you start thinking from the moment you wake up instead of just going through the motions. How are you pushing yourself to think today, to make a plan for today? Other things you can do are things like reading a book, reading the newspaper. Maybe you like crossword puzzles or any type of game that is mind challenging. My husband really likes to journal. For a while, he was waking up and he had a journal outline where he'd spend 10 minutes reflecting on the day before and setting goals for the day ahead. And that's really awesome if you're the type of person that needs to put pen to paper and track your mindset that way. That can be really beneficial. It also helps because then you get to look back at the past and see how much you've grown over a period of time. It's a really good way to do it. Anything that you love, it could be crafting, knitting, sewing, I don't know, maybe playing a game with your friends, maybe calling someone who's also awake at that time that you never get to socialize with, or who's in a different country, so they're in a different time zone and that time works for them. Wake up and do something you're excited to do. Wake up and do some self-care. Wake up and take a bath. Forget the shower, get a bath bomb and a cup of tea at 6 a.m. Who says you can't do that? Start the day off mindful. Do something that makes you happy from the moment you wake up, and then take on the rest of the day as it comes. The same thing happens for the evening. For me, winding down to go to sleep. A big part of my anxiety would be I would lay awake at night thinking about the stresses in my life, tomorrow, even what am I gonna wear tomorrow? Have I picked it out? So all of these things have been turned into a routine for me in the evening. After dinner, I come home and I set out my clothes for the next day. No matter what I'm doing, I have a set of clothes ready. I even pull out my gym clothes, socks and underwear too. That way in the morning, I wake up, I'm prepared. I don't have to stress about a choice. It's just, I'm ready to go. So I have my clothes ready to go. And then I pick a wind down activity. I used to watch an episode or two at night, but I really feel that when I start watching TV, I'm more likely to watch TV again and again and again. And I feel like I turn my mind off when I do that. So I've tried to transition out of that. We don't even keep a TV in the living room really anymore. So every once in a while, maybe on the weekends, I'll do that. Maybe just an episode. But then after that, I try to read a book, take a bath, have a deep talk with my husband where we sit down and we just talk about our days, talk about what happened today, talk about future plans, call a friend, doing something like coloring or painting, something that's really like mindful, but also your soul is very engaged in it. If you're someone who likes to do those things, perfect time to do it is in the evening. Anything that you find helps you relax. I know a lot of people use the sleep apps, like listening to a story, pushing yourself. For me, even just laying down and reflecting on the day. I try to think about the positive things that happened today and the things I'm most excited about for tomorrow. And I try to keep it positive. That way my mind doesn't start to wander. But it is really important to establish a routine. These are things I can do anywhere in the world. So my husband and I are gonna move into an RV in June, spend the next year or two, who knows, traveling around the US. And I can continue these routines no matter where I am. Just always keep your feelings in mind. You always have to feel your heart and say, am I feeling overwhelmed? What do I need? What is most beneficial for me right now? Take care of yourself. This rule, having a routine, absolutely is about self-care. Everything that you do in this rule, this strategy, is about self-care. You have to make sure that you're giving yourself, your body, your mind, that time off to relax. My coworker, Kayla, she always talks about needing to step back from the business and give herself those wind down times because she didn't used to do that. And I'm the total opposite. For a long time, all I ever wanted to do was not work and just have the social life, right? I'm sure a lot of us are that way. But now that I'm in this business and I love it and I'm loving doing it, I get what she means. When you're doing something that you enjoy doing, you put so much into it, you forget to check in with yourself and ask yourself, am I running around like a chicken with my head cut off, or is everything I'm doing doing it with a purpose? And does it have a purpose? And am I being mindful of that purpose? Don't just go take a bath because you're tired. Take a bath and be like, what am I doing? I'm winding down, relaxing my muscles. Maybe you're stretching. Maybe you have essential oils. Maybe you're taking deep breaths. What are you giving your body that it needs to be at its best place? You cannot help someone else until you help yourself. You have to fill your own cup first. And that some people think that sounds selfish, but you can only give so much. So you need to take that time for you, even if it's just 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the evening. Take that time for you and focus on what do I need from me, and then give that to yourself. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope this strategy helps you. If you need help creating a routine in your life, I know a lot of people say, I don't have the time, I don't have the money. Trust me, there's always a way. The first month is always the hardest. As I say, it's gonna take some transition. It is hard to wake up 30 minutes earlier. However, maybe go to bed 30 minutes earlier. You're gonna have to make some changes if you wanna be in your best mental state. It is not going to be easy. You may have to give some things up. You may not be able to go out drinking with your friends every night till midnight and get up at 6 a.m. to go to work. If you're really taking care of your mind and your body, you need to start considering, what changes do I need to make? It's not something that just comes out of thin air. So if you need help, if you'd like to reach out, I encourage you to. You can fill out the application below. We can have a conversation about where you're at now, what your lifestyle's like now, what your routines are now, what's working, what's not working, and maybe I can give you some ideas and some places to reach out to in order to become more successful. Sometimes an outside perspective can really have an impact. So fill out the application below. Please, if you haven't yet, subscribe and like the video so that I know I'm out here helping you guys. Here's a little sneak peek of tomorrow's video so that you can get excited about strategy number 6.